Hi, yes, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, January 26th. There was a little bit of freezing drizzle last night in southeastern Pennsylvania in places like Montgomery and Bucks County. Temperatures now, however, are safely above freezing. The last report at Pottstown, for example, way up in Montgomery County, is 34 degrees. Throughout the Mid-Atlantic region now, temperatures are above freezing, 36 at Central Park. There should be no problems with freezing precipitation, but light rain is likely over the next several hours. Now, the heavier rain with this upcoming system will come late this afternoon, especially tonight, and actually especially after midnight, where a thunderstorm can mix in. Temperatures will actually rise overnight tonight as we get into the warm sector ahead of this cold frontal passage that whips through tomorrow morning. Some of the heavy rain can last right into the morning rush hour in the Washington, Philadelphia, and New York City regions, but then that'll clear out by late morning, and the afternoon looks windy and quite mild with temperatures well up in the 50s. Let's take a look at the latest surface map. We have this developing system down in the deep south. There's some heavy rain and strong thunderstorms down here associated with this particular low. In fact, a strong thunderstorm just moved through the New Orleans area, dumping some flash flooding type rains. All of this moisture is headed our way. This low will pass by to our west later on tonight, and we'll get into the warm sector, so temperatures actually may rise tonight along with the chance of a thunderstorm, and then a cold front moves through by about mid-morning tomorrow, but there can be some heavy rain right into the morning rush hour. Here's the latest radar of about the eastern two-thirds of the country. Again, there's some occasional light rain here falling well ahead of the main part of the storm, so especially from Philadelphia north and east, there can be occasional light rain for the next several hours. Mostly dry for the day, for the next several hours at least, across the Washington, D.C. area. The heavier rain is out over the Ohio Valley and especially down here in the deep south. Here's where the line of strong thunderstorms has now moved through the southeastern part of Louisiana into Mississippi and Alabama. There can even be an isolated tornado associated with this, and this will move to the north and east later on today, and we can get a thunderstorm in the overnight hours as temperatures slowly rise as we get into the warm sector before that cold front sweeps through tomorrow morning. Well, let's take a look at the computer forecast model from the GFS, a global forecast system. We'll look at tonight, tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow night. By tonight, the heavier rain has moved into the Mid-Atlantic region. Again, for the next several hours, it'll just be a light precipitation event, occasional light rain, and several hours of dry time, especially across the Washington, D.C. area. But by the end of the day, and especially tonight, and actually especially after midnight, we'll get some downpours from this particular system as that low moves from the deep south all the way into the Ohio Valley, and it will pass by to our west later on tonight, allowing us to get into the warm sector with temperatures actually rising tonight. Here's the forecast map for tomorrow morning, and probably the heaviest rain from this whole event is occurring late tonight into the morning rush hours. So probably after about 2 a.m. to about 7 a.m. or so, we could have our heaviest rain, maybe a thunderstorm, could even have a detrimental effect on the morning rush hour in the Washington, Philadelphia, New York City region as this heavier rain band moves through. There's a cold front here, but immediately behind the front, temperatures will actually be very mild in the afternoon, with temperatures well up in the 50s in many parts of the Mid-Atlantic region after that precipitation moves off the East Coast. By tomorrow night, the rain is all the way off the East Coast, and we should experience some sunshine tomorrow afternoon with some strong wind gusts past 30 miles per hour or so. It'll get chilly tomorrow night after a mild afternoon, and a general cooling trend will develop from tomorrow afternoon right into the early part of next week, with probably the coldest day being next Monday, with temperatures holding mostly in the 30s throughout the Mid-Atlantic region. But as has been the case for much of the winter, that cold shot will not last long. We'll start a warming trend next Tuesday that'll last right into the middle part of next week. Well, that's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.